Kelly donahue-piro here, and now we're on to our cross-selling strategy part 2 of LEE. So L-E-E. LEE stands for look, educate, and encourage. So yesterday's video was all on look. We got to look at the file, look at the account instinctively on every inbound call so we can make a recommendation. The next step is educate. So it's not sell. We want to move into cross education versus cross sells, because when a client is educated, there literally are no downsides. So the client knows more, they know we do it, they know the rough estimate of a cost potentially. We document it in the management system. All the good things happen, and we get more practice on how to cross educate. So there is no downside to a cross education. Even if you get a no, it still moves the ball forward. I like to think about sales a little bit like a football field. You win football games with first downs, and it's no different with cross education. Sometimes we need to educate, and they may come back when you do a renewal review or next time they call in, but the idea is we keep moving forward. So along those same lines, one of the things I want to make sure we talk a little bit more about in detail is the education piece. So people need to understand how the policy works, and that means we need to avoid insurance lingo. We also need to be able to tell a compelling story. I'm still surprised today at how few people can tell a good umbrella story or a good strategy on, really going ahead and explaining a coverage without using technical insurance terms. And storytelling is so key, because you want to basically hook the person into, well, what would happen if? What would happen if there was a slip and fall at your pool? What would happen if your apartment did burn down? What would happen if your car was broken into? What would happen if, someone had a glass of wine at your house and got into a car accident? What would happen if the Amazon delivery driver fell on your property? What would happen if we did have one of those every 100-year floods in your town? You want to think about the storytelling story. Well, what would happen if? Let me explain to you how that works. Because at the very end, people are grateful that you tell them something they didn't understand in a way that makes sense to them. And when we can really dive deep into the storytelling component, it shares to them not only how it works, but why it's important. Now, some people may give you some pushback. Oh, that'll never happen to me. And I love this return, which is, it's happened enough times that there's coverage for it. And that kind of just opens up people's minds like, it's happened enough times, there's coverage for it. So, maybe you don't think it's going to happen to you, which we hope it doesn't, but it could. And that's the main game point. So think about that in a perspective that we can really try to help cross-educate our clients on these policies, whether it's a policy within their agency or a policy that you have in your own backyard. So that's our video tip for today. Tomorrow we're going to go to encourage, which is, hey, they might say no, give you some pushback, but how do we encourage them to just think a little harder about that cross-education? We'll see you in a little bit. Hey everyone, it's Kelly donahue-piro here, and we're so excited because we're launching our next online course, which is all on how to cross-sell. And we're going to take cross-selling from new business to renewal to inbound service calls, and even there might be a bonus section in there on outgoing calls if you want to make proactive outgoing calls. We've got all sorts of stuff in here, from role-playing videos to scripts to outlines. It's just a really robust course, and we confront a lot of false beliefs that hold us back from hitting our cross-selling potential. So if cross-selling is on your mind, this is the course for you. You've got 2 ways to get it. The first way is you can subscribe to our online school. We have sales training, renewal review call training, time management, how to reduce remarketing, and how to turn inbound calls into opportunity, all in that school. So it's kind of like you get access to everything. And any course we launch in the future, you also get access to. So that's a huge opportunity. Or you can buy just this one course outright. We're doing it as a special for $495. That is only good till the end of July, so you'll get that until July 31st, 2021. After that, it'll go up to $995. You can buy that at any time in our store, but it will be there. So if you're interested, let's get on it. Let's get it today. Help your team cross-sell with a plan. I know a lot of times agencies will say, oh, just cross-sell, cross-sell, cross-sell. But most people in the front line need a little bit of a game plan and need to have some strategies that they can rely on. So this is the plan for you. I can't wait to see how your agencies do on cross-selling, and take advantage of it. It launches July 15th. So if you're watching this a few days in advance, because we're pumping it up, mark it on your calendar, watch your email, watch your social media, and you will get alerted on when you can hop on that opportunity. We'll see you then, guys.